Witajcie serdecznie. Zapraszam do pierwszej z 3 części dokumentu wywiadu z jedną z córek Louise i Davida Turpinów. Ja Jordan wybrałam jako temat na w ogóle pierwszy mój filmik, który powstał na kanale. Ja go zostawiłam, natomiast nie polecam, bo ja tam czytam z kartki, jestem zestresowana, no chyba że ktoś nie może zasnąć. Natomiast ja Jordan wybrałam z pewnego bardzo ważnego powodu. Otóż dla mnie jest ona postacią, która ma bardzo mocny, bardzo ważny, bardzo mądry przekaz. Przekaz właśnie płynie z tego, co ona zrobiła, że odważyła się zadzwonić na policję, chciała uratować swoje rodzeństwo i de facto uratowała. Właśnie to przesłanie brzmi, że jeżeli cokolwiek się dzieje, jeśli jest jakaś ciężka sytuacja, jeżeli ktoś właśnie się znajduje w bardzo trudnej, ciężkiej sytuacji, to nie można czekać, aż ktoś coś zauważy, ktoś uratuje, ktoś pomoże. Nie, trzeba zadziałać samemu. Trzeba samemu sobie pomóc, samemu sobie spróbować pomóc. Jedyną osobą, która może kogoś uratować w ciężkiej sytuacji, jest tylko i wyłącznie ta osoba. Nie można czekać i liczyć, że ktoś coś zrobi, pomoże, uratuje. I to uważam bardzo mądry, bardzo silny przekaz. Płynie z tego właśnie, z tego, co Jordan zrobiła. Dlatego właśnie wybrałam ją. I myślę, że właśnie ta przestraszona dziewczynka, która ledwo stała na nogach i dzwoniła na tą policję, jest takim wzorem, przykładem. Druga kwestia właśnie, myślę, że ciężko czasami to zrozumieć, znaczy ja akurat to rozumiem, ale ciężko zrozumieć, nawet tam policjant jej się pytał, że to dlaczego nie uciekliście wcześniej, dlaczego siedzieliście w tym domu i właśnie to jest to współuzależnienie od przemocy. No, ofiara przemocy jest psychicznie, emocjonalnie współuzależniona od swoich oprawców i to nie jest takie proste, to nie jest takie łatwe, żeby uciec, żeby wyjść. I właśnie też polecam Mów mi Justin, jest taki film, tam też jest pokazane właśnie, jak dziewczynę uprowadzili do domu publicznego, tam jest też właśnie pokazany ten motyw z takiego uwiązania emocjonalnego, gdzie osoba de facto może uciec, może odejść, natomiast siedzi przy tym oprawcy. I to nie jest wcale takie proste, ale już myślę dosyć tego gadania. Zapraszam Was na pierwszą część dokumentu. Pozdrawiam Was serdecznie.
A security camera is rolling in a quiet suburban California neighborhood. At the house across the street, in the shadows, someone quietly opens a window and slips out. Watch, there. A blurry figure stepping forward, a small, uncertain girl, heading one way. Then she turns, hesitates, and starts to run, clutching an old cell phone.
That was my only chance. At least if something happened to me, at least I died trying.
911 emergency, what are you reporting?
Hello.
This is 911, do you have an emergency?
I just ran away from home.
Do you know what street you're on?
No. I just ran away from home because I live in a family of 15, okay? Can you hear me? And we have abusing parents. Did you hear that?
Okay, how did they abuse you?
Okay. They hit us, they throw us across, they throw us across the room. They pull our hair, they yank out our hair. I have my 2 little sisters right now are chained up.
Okay, how old are you?
I'm 17.
What's your name?
Jordan Turpin.
Okay, I'm going to connect you to the sheriff's department so that they can help
What?
you. One moment, don't hang up.
I won't.
A second dispatcher picks up.
Hello?
Oh, yes, I'm still here.
Nearly 4 years later, this is Jordan Turpin, remembering that night.
My whole body was shaking, and when I was holding the phone, I remember the phone was like, I couldn't really dial 911 because, I'm sorry.
Shaking too much?
Yeah, I was shaking, and so I was trying like to dial 911, but I couldn't even get my thumb to press the buttons because I was shaking so bad. But I was like trying to like calm down. Thank you so much. I was trying to like calm down so I could to do it, and then I finally like pressed it, and when they answered, I literally never talked to somebody on the phone.
What's your address?
Hey, you guys, give me a minute. This is going to take a while. I've never been out. I don't go out much, so I don't know anything about the streets or anything.
The dispatcher tracks her location from the GPS on her cell phone and sends out a request for a police officer. A deputy across town volunteers. He's 14 minutes away.
And I was freaking out because I was like, wait, are they going to take me back there? Like, I was so scared in that moment. I was actually on the road because I didn't even know about the sidewalk. You're supposed to be on the sidewalk, but I never been out there.
The caller tries to find her house address on a piece of envelope she stuffed in her backpack.
My address is 92570 574. Did you get it?
Okay, so now you just gave me a whole bunch of numbers. You didn't give me any kind of street name there.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Those are the numbers on my house.
That's your zip code. The numbers on your house should only be 3 digits.
Finally, she reads the correct address, but is panicking, not knowing whether her parents can look out a window and see her.
Are you in a corner right now?
I might be.
Is there a street sign? Is there a pole with 2 names at the top?
I just see a stop sign.
Okay, can you go over and stand right at that stop sign?
Yes.
And then eventually I saw a stop sign, and I stood by the stop sign, and she told me to stay there. And I was like, I'm scared they're gonna come. Like, I wanted to leave. I was so terrified because I know the way they were. They wouldn't care if they knew police were coming. They would just kill me right there and there if they realized that, especially if they knew I was on the phone with the police.
But she tries to remain brave because of her siblings. She is their hope.
The reason I was chains will make them places, and they will wake up at night and they will start crying. And they wanted me to call somebody and tell them. And so I wanted to call y'all so y'all can help my sisters.
Do you think anybody in the house will need to go to the hospital?
I'm not sure. Sometimes we live in Silt, and sometimes I wake up and I can't breathe because how dirty the house is. We never take baths.
When was the last time you had a bath?
What?
When was the last time you had a bath?
Almost a year ago.
I had to make sure that if I left, we wouldn't go back and we would get the help we needed, because if we went back, there's no way I would be sitting here right now.
I don't know how you had the courage, never having spoken to anyone like that.
I think it was like us coming so close to death so many times, and like I was worried about my siblings, and when I saw them crying and worried, I just felt like I had to do it. Like I just wanted to do it. I wanted to help everyone.
Do your parents keep any kind of weapons in the house?
I think that my father has a gun.
Have you seen the guns?
No, but they've talked about it.
The dispatcher knows if this girl with the strange cadences and vocabulary hangs up or the call drops, there's no way to get her back. Her old phone has been disabled. It can only call out to 911. So the dispatcher tries to keep her talking.
Do you know what your dad's name is?
David Turpin. I don't know much about my mother. She doesn't spend time with us ever.
Does Does anybody at the house take any kind of medication?
Oh, I don't know what medication
Any
is.
medicine?
When we have a cold, sometimes we take Robitussin.
At incredible speed, the girl rattles off the names and ages of each sibling. Their names have been redacted.
He's 2. He's 11. Oh, 14. 16. I'm 17. 18. 19. 20. 22. 23. 20. I think 5. 29.
The deputy is now just 7 minutes away.
I just want to stay on the phone with you. How did you get this phone that you have?
It was a phone that my brother had that he was going to throw away, and I had to have a way to contact somebody like you, so I got it so I could call 911.
And you guys don't have any friends or anybody who comes over to the house?
Hi. Okay.
Is that the deputy?
Okay. Yes.
Go talk to him, okay?
Yes.
All right, bye-bye.
Hi, Jordan.
You're looking at the body camera footage from the deputy as he arrives.
Hi, what's going on?
Moving into frame, the skittish girl who has to convince this stranger her story is real.
I was so nervous because I've never had like a conversation with a stranger before. And so I saw him and he was so serious and he was tall and I've never talked to a stranger. I was so like scared. I didn't know what he was thinking because he had just one straight face.
You didn't know if he believed you or not?
Right. He was like, do you have any proof of any of this? And I was like, yes. He knew they were real. Yeah, they were obvious. They were real.
You're watching footage from a body camera, a deputy walking up to an anxious girl with a disjointed story.
Hi, what's going on?
Okay. I just ran away from home,
Okay.
and I live in a family of 15.
Okay.
My 2 little sisters right now are chained up.
They're chained up?
Yes,
Where are they chained up at?
on their bed. Now, Mother didn't chain them up just to be mean. Okay. They're chained up because they stole Mother's food.
Uh-huh.
But I'm sorry if I talk too much. Okay. I've never talked to anybody out there, so I've never been alone with a person, so this is very hard for me to talk. Okay.
Do your parents know you left your house?
No, they don't.
Do you take any medication?
What's medication?
Medication?
Yeah, what's medication?
Do you take pills? Do you take pills?
Oh, I don't think I've ever taken a pill before.
Okay.
Right, I haven't. But
The girl with the strange vocabulary nervously puts on a little hat, a reminder of one of her sisters who's depending on her.
our parents are abusing. They abuse us. But the reason I called and the reason I managed to get out here, this is one of the most scariest things I've ever done.
Uh-huh.
I'm terrified. But I called because my 2 little sisters, they're chained up right now.
The deputy, a 9-year veteran of the force, is not sure what to make of this 17-year-old girl who looks so much younger. He is ending a graveyard shift, and it's been a hard night.
Robbery calls, assault calls, deputies were shot at.
He responded to the runaway call because he knows how they usually end. You take the kids back home to reconcile with their parents.
I decided to take it, thinking, hey, this might be a good way just to end my shift.
And then, on instinct, he asks a question.
Do you have pictures of that?
Yes, I can show you. I actually didn't have it, and then one of my sisters told me I need to get pictures.
You have pictures of your sisters chained up?
Yes, but they're in here. Okay. I don't have proof of everything, but I have proof that my sisters are chained up. So, see?
She doesn't seem to know the word bruised.
Here, you can look at that. See, those are the places that make it on that. And see how dirty she is? We're so filthy. We don't take baths. We don't.
How did your sisters get like this?
Okay.
Your parents chained them up?
Yes, because they stole food.
Okay.
But they stole it because they were hungry.
Who took this picture?
I did. I took those pictures.
Okay. You make sure to save these, okay?
Okay, I will.
Don't get rid of those.
I will. I won't.
They looked very, very sad and malnourished. They were very pale.
This is that deputy, Anthony Kalachi.
Once I saw that photo, it really sealed the deal for me.
Kalachi knows this girl is not your usual runaway. She has identified a possible crime in progress, and her parents could be trying to find her.
Can you do me a favor? Take a seat in the back of my car?
Okay.
Do you have any injuries?
What's injuries?
Are you hurt?
Oh, no, not right now.
Kalachi radios in for backup.
One pair is 32. Can I have 1110?
With his body cam running, he gathers more facts, trying to piece this story together.
What are your parents going to do when they find out you left?
They're going to want to literally kill me.
What's the worst thing they've done to you?
They have choked me against the bed, and
Did you call the police?
I know I didn't have to wait to get a phone yet. This is the first chance I got the phone.
Suddenly, she remembers another detail, a horror recounted as part of her everyday life.
Oh, my brother's chained up too right now.
They're chained up?
One of my brothers is chained up. So 3 people are chained up right now.
What does your mom do?
Nothing. She just stays at home. But she's always gone.
Well, why don't you guys just leave the house?
Because we're terrified. We don't really have a way. Everyone's always looking. There's always somebody.
Deputy Kalachi is stunned by the girl in the back seat with limited words and so much courage.
I asked her what her middle name was. She said it was Elizabeth. I asked her to spell it. She couldn't spell it. I wanted her to know people on the outside are loving and caring.
He notices a video on her cell phone. She's singing. He asks to watch it.
You blame me for everything. I don't understand.
This is a great video and you're a beautiful singer.
Daylight arches over a pleasant suburban neighborhood. It's Sunday. Most residents are still asleep. Quietly, Riverside County Sheriff's deputies pull up to a house. On the outside, a house just like the others. It has been an hour and a half since Jordan Turpin climbed out the window.
So they was like, if we walk in, will they still be chained? And I was like, if they didn't notice me missing yet, yes. But if they notice me missing, they're gonna try to cover that all up. And they asked me if I wanted to come up, and I was freaking out. I was like, no. Like, honestly, I thought, like, knowing them, what if they killed me right there and there, even if the police were there?
Saying doing a welfare check?
Yeah.
Since a child may be in danger, the deputies do not need a warrant to enter the house. They knock for 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
You're obviously not opening.
Then, suddenly, the door cracks open.
Hi.
Hi.
A mother and father appear.
What are you guys doing?
Good.
We got a call for a check the welfare here at your house.
They are breathing heavily.
Yeah, why?
You guys have kids in the house?
Yes. Okay, what kind of call did you get?
How you doing, sir? I'm doing okay.
We were just in bed. I mean, like...
David and Louise Turpin, who have concealed a chamber of horrors for almost 30 years, now watch as deputies start to make their way through the door.
Well, we're gonna come in and check, okay?
And in one of the rooms inside the house, someone is waiting in her bed, eyes wide open, praying that the knock on the door means her sister made it to freedom.
Knock, knock, knock. And I'm like, and then they said it's the police. And I'm like, this is it.
In the next hour, we will show you the video as it happens, what law enforcement sees when they walk into the house, their first encounter with emaciated children, some of them chained to their beds.